Hello guys, welcome to the third episode. I'm Flaky1997 and I'm surviving with thermal. Right, so I'll have a little bit of a tranquil peace and quiet with my little garden I've got around here. Let's see my garden. It's got a few little plant beds, whatever you want to call them. Weed, cactus. I have made them into various same shape, 1, 2, and that was the natural one there. Now, for obvious reasons, as I go through the episodes, one of the things I would like to do is get some more nickel. Now I know where there's some gravel or nickel, so I need is 2 of them. Doing next, guys. One of these. To get nickel I need to have an iron shovel or equivalent, and if we venture over here, I think we're quite a fair bit in the daytime. In fact, no, it's not, it's nearly night, so I'm not going to go over that way. While we're waiting then, one of the other metals I've got here, is we will need it for that. You'll see why in a minute, guys. Is they've added in, it's called Constantan, yeah, Constantan, and basically that is 1 pulverized, 1 copper and 1 nickel. Put them together, it makes 2. So let's get 8 there. Right guys, this episode we are definitely going to go into better power. I'm just literally not highly filling this up at all, and I've gone through so much coal, it's unbelievable. I've gone from the full stack down to 16. It's just ridiculous amount of coal, and I don't want to keep growing trees and so we can turn into charcoal or trying to mine for coal. This is what this episode's all about, the next bit, and you'll see why we have this tree in here. I'll try and quickly go over this place. He says, not far to go. I like this little area. I've got loads of dark wood around. I say I've had a really good journey of getting here, trying to find places. Good amount of Minecraft trees. So I've got the dark wood. I haven't really shown you the ores. Oh, there's pumpkins there. Right, we've got to venture across this bit of water, I think, I remember rightly. Plenty of pigs around here, but I'm growing quite a fair bit of other foods. Haha. Yeah, these ores, gravel ores, generate quite well, and their mixture. There's another set over there. This is nickel over here. The reason why I know is because yeah, quite good bit of generation of an ore, so quite like this mod. Go with it. Something quite simple. Yeah, on my journey, guys, I started all the way down here, and I just literally went for a good walk. Picked up some good trees. There's a village, that's where I got me spruce wood as well. So I've been to that village, and I've got a nice lovely dark oak. In fact, while I'm here I might as well go and get these ores over here. This is copper. Do need a bit more copper. Always good to get copper. fair cores here. So we have 20 of the nickel. That is 40 nickel ingot, which is good. Yeah, let's head back, shall we? Head back home. Whee. Pumpkins. Let's go and get these pumpkins while we're at it. Because let's maybe get some hold of some pumpkin pie. I do confess I'm not the best of builders. Maxi is the better out of the two of us. He's a bit more creative with his builds. If you ever watched any of his episodes, in fact, let's get some of the silver over here while we're at it. Yeah, but I like my build. I do like it. I'm happy with what I get, with what I build. If you've ever watched me and my brother together, he makes most, if not all, of the buildings we have. I do have a little input because he does get me involved in how I want things as well. But he's definitely far more creative and better than I am. Right. Cool. Bit more ores. Quick and easy. I'm not going to process them through yet. I'm going to put them in here because I've got some aluminium ore in here. So I've got the silver. I've also been making a few more bits for in here. I should have made the Constantan things. We need to make 2 of the gears for that there. I think that's it. I think that is it. Guys, put the pumpkins away. There. Where did my iron gears want to get? Oh, there. Right. Okay. What I'm going to do is now I've not got anything here. I'm going to discount that, discount that, discount that. Take that off there. I want to take. Right. Down here I've been and had made. In fact, we won't go down there yet. Right, let's go into what we're actually going to be going and doing. Better power. Let's grab these. That there. And that. Leave that for a minute. Okay. So how are we going to get more power? Well, we are going to rely on trees. And no, we're not cutting them down and regrowing them. I'm leaving this tree in here because it forms part of my structure. So we're leaving the tree in here. Why have we got a tree in here? Well, there's a machine, a device now that Thermal have created, and it's called an Arboreal extractor. If I press the shift, so it extracts fluid from a tree. Well, it does. Now, for the oak trees and the dark oak trees, if you put an Arboreal against it, it will extract sap. Now, sap we can use for else, and we will do that at a later stage or another episode. We will go into the tree sap. However, if you use a birch, a spruce, the acacia, or the jungle tree, and use an arboreal against them, it produces resin. And that's what the things we do, that's what we are after. We're after the resin. Now, for the oaks, the dark oak produces more sap. If an arboreal comes in, I think it's 100 millibuckets per tick, whereas a normal oak tree will give you 50. Exactly the same for the spruce. Spruce will give you 100 millibuckets of resin per tick, whereas the birch, the jungle and the acacia will only give you 50 millibuckets. Hence the reason why I have a birch tree. Now it does have to be a tree. You cannot just put a block of wood there, or just a bit of spruce wood or whatever wood you want to use, and then just put the arboreal against it. It does have to be a tree. So, the first thing we are going to produce is the arboreal extractor. Now I have this recipe here, and that is for 2 of them. So I need to make 2 device frames, and then I'm going to make the arboreal extractor. So it needs 2 pieces of wood, a copper gear, 2 iron gears and a redstone servo, and obviously the device frame that we have created. What are we missing? Oh, servos. I'm missing 2 bits of iron. Right, 2 servos. Put there. So here we have the 2 arboreal extractors. I'm going to put them on this wall, this side of the tree. Put them against, right, and they will. What's required will face the tree. And if we look inside, it should soon start producing resin inside there. You can increase it, I think. So this extracts fluid from adjacent trees using fertilizer to boost the produce. So if you put fertilizer in the blue spot, it will increase. There goes 100 millibuckets of resin already. It will boost the production. Not every tree will be productive. Don't put down the axe. Okay, so it will, and again we can input and output. So obviously if you want to input and you've got loads of fertilizer, then you can input it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the bottom as an output. I'm not going to have any inputs yet. And the same for this one. Yep, so that's now producing as well. Both of them have got 200. Right, and they will like the aqueous accumulator, because they're a device, they don't need no power, and that is them. Right. So let's go down underneath here. We will go down underneath here now. I built this when I built the house. Hence the reason why I've got this bit here. I just dig that bit there, that bit there. Right, okay. So now we can put fluid pipes onto here and we bring it down. I'm not going to bring it down all the way because we're going to build the next bit. Now the resin on itself isn't what we want. We don't want the resin. We need to build another machine. And this is called the, we're going to get to it, fractional still. So obviously we know how to build a machine frame, and this is the fractional still recipe. So we go to fractional still. In fact, let's build the machine frame first. Bonk. So we've got a nickel gear at the top, 2 constant gears we just made, redstone machine frame, and then that, and we do have a fractional still. This is, I'll put this down here and we'll have a look at it. So fractional still is going to go There. Okay, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put that as an input. So that's now filling up with the resin. As you can see, this does need power. And what does it do? We'll show all the recipes. So the first recipe is the one we're going to have. So we've got the resin. Yeah, so every 200 millibuckets of resin, it will produce 100 millibuckets of tree oil, and it's the tree oil we want. The tree oil is what we are after. Yep, that is our fuel, our main fuel, should I say. Right, there are other fuels which we can go into. So we've got gasoline, refined fuel, and naphtha. We also have, and there's other ways of getting naphtha, but we will go into these fuels as we progress through. There's refraction column, which then helps us with producing some of these other fuels, and then we've got alchemy, so it can be used for other things as well, but we'll go further into this. The main thing we're after today is the resin. Well, also what it produces, 50% of it, has a chance of 50% of producing rosin, and rosin we can put into and use as a fuel as well. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So the next thing we're going to build is one last thing to use the tree oil, because the steam dynamo doesn't use the tree oil. The steam dynamo will use the rosin. What we need to build for using the tree oil is the compression dynamo. Get all that there. So we have a tin gear in the centre, 2 bits of tin at the bottom with redstone, 2 bits of lead, and the transmission coal, which is obviously the silver, and that gives us the compression dynamo. Right, one of the things we need to build now, just remembered, is we need to have some item ducts, so which are tin. I'm going to again use the lead if I've got enough lead, just for my rendering more than anything else. So yeah, I've got 1 lead, 2 bits of tin. Shouldn't need any more than this, so I like to make the opaque ones, and you'll see why we need to have. Right. Okay. So let's do our setup down here. Now both these 2 dynamos do need a water, so I'm going to put some water down. Do that. Yep. I'll finish sort that out in a minute. So let's put that in the centre. 1 water source that way. And then, what I will do is fill up. I might keep that water source there for the minute. There we go, so that's now filling up with water. I'm going to put 1 dynamo there, the other dynamo there. Put fluid into that one there, and that one there. And then I think I need some more fluid ones, don't I? Let's make some more fluid ones, which is just copper and the lead. Got the last bit of lead. 2. Do need to find some more lead then. do. Right. What I'm going to do then is put that there, that's there, that round there, and that there. So that should now fill that with water. That should be filled with water. And then go to here. So that is that one there. And that is that one there. Okay, so that's nicely filling up. So this needs power, so we are going to need to hook up the power from these two. And I think if we do that in that corner there, bum, bum, bum. Right, not that one there then. Let's move this. Stick that in the floor. Right, so it's the top is out. The bottom is in. I can then do that, so I can add more machines up that way. And then boink. We then boom. Oops. That one there, that one there. There. What we also want to do is let's just shut that off there, have that. Two. I do need to get some more, don't I? Oh no. Bummer. Might have to move these machines further this way so I could lose one at some of mine. Right, so let's get rid of these chests. Right, so let's get rid of that. Put that there. Get rid of that. There. That and that and that. Doctor ordered. Put all my ingots back in there. In fact, I'll put that in there as well for now. Okay, set up. Right, guys. Here's getting close to wrapping up time. Hopefully we can think. That's that one there. So that should now be able to provide power. Cool. Okay. These aren't doing too bad, are they? Right. Let's go to bed first quickly. That is that setup. What I want to do is quickly get some charcoal. I don't want to use any more coal. See if I can get some more charcoal. Let's do 16 of that one. And do 16 of that one. And I'm using that up, but hey. You'll see why I'm making the charcoal for the minute. We now need to have power, and unfortunately that isn't going to work yet until the fractional still has got power, and the best way the fractional still to get power is boink, boink, boink. Start off with. So if I now put that into there, that's now going to power the fractional still. The fractional still should slowly create us. There we go. So it's slowly going to create, when it starts filling up, obviously the faster it goes the more energy that's in here. That's going to slowly create us our fuel, which will then put power into that. That will then go through, and hopefully, as it will do, it will to go and do its stuff. I know it's trying to provide power to both of them, so that's now got 20 RF, so that's full. So that speed now will increase. So that should now be running, because that's now got tree oil. As you can see, it's created the rosin, and because I've got charcoal in there for the minute, it won't take it, so I'll leave that to build up. So the argument to this one, yes, so this one still needs 20 RF per tick to run. Again, right, so this refines various fluids. Some fluids will leave behind a solid component. Products may or may not be drinkable, so because it can do potions. Arguments, again, we can't do yet until we've upgraded. Redstone control, and obviously our configuration is exactly how we've set it up. Again, we can have auto input as well as auto output enabled, like all the other machines. And there we have it, guys. So at the moment that is now going to fill that up. We now are producing 40 RF for there and 40 there, so we've now got 80 RF per tick. Hopefully I'm going to put that into there. Right, so that's done. Don't need that anymore. That's my bucket. Sorting out, I like to have everything sorted out. That's it, guys. That is that all producing power. Let's put that into there, keep that going, and then this should build up its rosin as it's producing. And this is now getting a quarter of a tree oil already. That's producing a fair bit of power. Okay guys, so nice little simple little setup. Yeah, quick and easy. I've done it this speed because so there's no point rushing into everything all in one go. So now we've got our fractional steel producing our tree oil to power our compression dynamo, and we've obviously got the rosin will power the steam dynamo. So I've got both dynamos being powered by the fractional steel. Over time we can increase both the dynamos, and we also can increase the chances of the secondary output for the fractional steel. But for basic power now, I can now let it carry on and produce a lot more power. It's reasonably efficient. It will provide enough power, hopefully charge up my energy cell and everything else, guys. Okay, we're now getting cut off time, so if you like the episode, do like and subscribe to my channel, and if you have any hints and tips, or you'd like to see anything else, within the mod, just put the comments down in the comment box, and hopefully see you next time on the next episode. Bye bye for now.